This is a 1969 Pontiac GTO. This is an original 242 VIN code GTO, done in that, what I'm going to call it, kind of a Marlboro maroon. We put a brand new set of Cooper Cobra raised white letter tires, brand new rims, brand new tires. Fantastic look to this car. Tires don't have 5 miles on them yet. As we look up and down the sides of this GTO, the body is super solid. The floors, frame, and trunk are all really clean and original as far as what I could see under there. And the body's nice and straight. The paint job's kind of between an amateur and a driver quality paint job. We got it in, we buffed the whole car out, and it has a really nice shine. But the paint job's still just a 20-footer. But the body on it is super nice and straight. As we go to the grill and the headlight rings and stuff are all original. We do have some pitting around the headlight ring over on the other side, and the grill, as far as the paint's just starting to wear off a little bit, needs to be redone. As we look at the front of the hood, the front Enduro bumper part, it's not cracked or nothing like that. It's not all cracked up. It's got some little shallow cracks in it, but it's got some chips and some scrapes on the front edge of it. This is a great running YS code engine. Does have headers, power steering, power brakes. Just a really nice solid motor. It is a GTO engine, so it is a factory air car. Does come equipped with the air. Obviously the compressor and stuff's not there. I do have the compressor and some of the brackets. They will come with the car. They'll be in a box in the trunk. Engine runs great. We do have some receipts on the engine overhaul on it. Hood lines up nice. I'm pretty sure this engine's got that gear drive in it, which gives it kind of that whiny sound to it. Some people like it. The gap lines up really nice all the way across the front edge of the hood and both sides of the hood. All the gaps look really nice from front to back. Hood fits very nice and flush from front to back. Like I said earlier, this is between an amateur and a driver quality paint job with a great shine and a very solid body. I'll do my best to point out the little flaws and stuff in the paint, but there's a lot of them on the front edge. You know, the whole front Enduro bumper will need to be repainted. It's got a lot of imperfections there, paint imperfections. As we look out across the hood, we've got a couple little paint imperfections right in this area here, and there's some more over on the other side. Same kind of thing, but the hood has a very straight and has a nice shine. Same thing over here with the passenger side front fender. It's got a really good shine. There again, it's the brand new wheels and tires. As we go down here to the lower fender, it's all solid and original. We got a couple little blisters right here, very, very small. We have some right here as well. As we open our doors are all original, no body fill or anything like that in these inside corners. Just a nice, really nice seam there. Rubbers are original, somewhat pliable still. Door panel over on the passenger side looks great. Armrest looks really nice. Handles and cranks look nice. Window goes up and down real well. Very nice and smooth. As we look at the door jambs and stuff like that, the door jambs, we buffed the exterior part of the car, and like I said, it's got a beautiful shine on the exterior part, but the inside door jambs have a lot of, just are kind of dry as far as that goes. As far as our seats go, driver's side seat does have a couple of tears over in the passenger side. In the driver's side, I'll point that out. Passenger side seat looks good. We got a little stitching come out of the very top here. Original upholstery as far as I can tell. We do have a couple cracks on the dash pad, very typical on 69s. That'll need the dash pad cap if you want to do that. It's got a crack here on this side, and it's got some over in the middle. As far as our headliner goes, it's all intact. There is some holes in the headliner above the visor, and there's one little hole over by the rear hook over in the driver's side. Another one over here in the passenger side, but it's all intact. I mean, it's all holding up well. As far as our dome light works on it as well, it does have the overhead seat belts. It's got seat belts for the back. They're just tucked up under there. Back seat looks really good. I don't see any seam split. I do on the very top, right up here in the very top on that bead. There's a couple seam splits on the seat. So to be a show car, this car will need to be restored, but it's got a really good original interior in it still. It's got the full console. But the body is just super solid and sound on it, and mechanically it runs and drives great. It's a great looking GTO. If we look inside the trunk floor is all solid and original, all speckled. Got a few little paint blemishes right along here, right along that edge there. Other side, the rest of the trunk is, we got 2 chips here in the trunk. My finger. Other than that, the trunk lid looks good, fits good. Our gaps are great on the trunk lid as we feel this across the top of the trunk. It feels really good there. As we look up and down the sides, like I said, it's straight. If you want to repaint this car and put new interior in it and make it that show quality car, this is a great candidate. Otherwise, jump in it and drive it as a driver and use it just the way it is. Back bumper, there again, it's got surface rust all along the bottom edge of the bumper. You know, 20 foot, it looks fine. You get up close, needs a new back bumper as well. We got you can see it at the right angle. We got just a little tiny little ding there, about the size of a nickel. Under the rear quarters are excellent. Over the wheel well is great. Rocker molding is great. Lower door, lower fender, everything is super solid here on this driver's side. Door gap from top to bottom is in really nice shape. We got a couple paint chips here in the door. We got another little tiny one right there. I mean, there's chips right along here on the top of the fender. Like I said, I can't point them all out, but for driver quality at 20 foot, it looks great. You get up close, it still has a good shine, but a lot of little imperfections. Corner of the door, there again, it's all solid, no filler there. It's not separating at all. Door jambs are all solid. Paint on the door jambs aren't as good as the rest of the car, but they're all maroon. Driver's side seat has a split in the vinyl here. That cord showing a little bit there. Seat backs are in good shape. Gas gauge works. I need to go get some gas in it. It's pretty close to empty. Temperature gauge works. Oil pressure gauge works on it. Clock even works. So all our factory gauges appear to be all working. Wipers work and park. Heater fan works. Original AM radio turns on and has static. Go ahead and shut that off. I think the antenna out there is hooked to this one here, I'm guessing. Kind of weird. This one turns on also, but this one don't have a speaker hooked to it, and I think the other one don't have the antenna hooked to it. So needs a little work there, but both of them turn on. The original AM Delco does have some static to it. As we open up the glove box here, we do have our original '69 Pontiac owner information, and the inside of the glove box looks great. Very solid, nice paint in there. Car runs really nice, power steering, power disc brake. Well, I shouldn't say disc brakes, I'm not sure on the disc. Got power brakes. I don't think they're disc. Does have a nice full pedal all the way up to the top. Brakes feel great. This car is an awesome driving car, guys. Tons of power, a lot of fun. The motor puts the power right to the rear end and right to the pavement. And it's smooth. The steering feels great. The car doesn't miss a beat. The best part about this, the thing I love about this car is the inside's all original. So yes, it does have a couple imperfections, crack in the dash, a couple things in the seats. The body is super solid. Undercarriage is rock solid, body solid and straight. Paint job so-so, but it has a good shine. And best of all, this thing just sits you back in your seat and goes. Here's our brakes. Nice full pedal, doesn't pull hard left or right. This thing rocks. Shifts great into second. The only thing I can say is the gears in the rear end probably were changed. I know we weren't doing 85 mile an hour. I know we're going fast, but speedometer's off. I'm guessing maybe 5 to 10 mile an hour. But this car drives fantastic. Absolutely no disappointments the way this GTO runs and drives. Sounds good too, going down the road. Try our brakes at higher speeds. Got a nice pedal, stops it nice and straight. Great GTO, guys.